Sports Broadcasting. Today we'll be doing a video of the January 1st New Year's Day game, college football bowl games. And there were 4 amazing games, all ranked teams on this full slate of college football. I'm going to start in Tampa, Florida, where the Outback Bowl was played. Number 18, Minnesota, and 12, Auburn. It was a really good, high-scoring game in that first half. Minnesota leading 24-17 at the half. They did pull away, scoring 14 points in the second half, or 7 points in the second half, and getting the win 31-24. Minnesota wins the Outback Bowl, and the player of the game is Tyler Johnson, wide receiver for Minnesota. He had 12 receptions, 204 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That was one of the biggest reasons why they won, but another big reason why they won was on 4th down. Minnesota went 2 for 3. Auburn went 1 for 2. Gutsy play calling, going for 4th down in their own territory. Minnesota went 66.6%, and Minnesota won that. And Minnesota gets the Outback Bowl win. Looks very good for the Big Ten, and especially really good for Minnesota. And now we're gonna go to the VRBO Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida, where Michigan was playing Alabama. Alabama, a very disappointing season, losing to LSU at home and Auburn on the road. Alabama really did something that was very key going into the game. They ran the ball with Najee Harris, their star running back. He had 24 carries, 136 yards, and 2 TDs, and that was a big part why they won. But they also won because they were really good on their deep balls, where Alabama had an 85-yard touchdown pass and a 42-yard play. Michigan only had 40 yards and 34 yards as the biggest plays of the day. And Alabama really outnumbered them in the yardage on deep plays. And now the Rose Bowl, presented by Northwestern Mutual. Wisconsin and Oregon, always a good game in the Rose Bowl. Wisconsin sitting at number 8 after losing to Ohio State for the 2nd time this year. Oregon winning the Pac-12 championship and clinching their berth in the Rose Bowl. Wisconsin started off early with a kick return in the first quarter, but Oregon came back. Justin Herbert had a huge day, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and he is the one who got the win, scoring 3 out of the 4 Oregon touchdowns. Oregon did get the win 28-27. Justin Herbert went passing 14 for 21, 138 yards, and only 1 interception. And he had 9 rushes, 29 yards, and ran in for 3 big TDs. And as I said before, he's the player of the game. And Justin Herbert led his Oregon team in his final game in a Duck uniform. And takeaways were really big in this game. Wisconsin lost 4, turned over the ball 4 times. Oregon only did it once. That is a 3-point margin, and it's really key in big games like the Rose Bowl. And now the final game of the night, the last New Year's Six Bowl, the Sugar Bowl in Atlanta. That one was the nightcap. Jake Fromm did very well, scoring 16 points in the second quarter. And Baylor, their only scoring quarter was in the third quarter, scoring 14. Georgia would win the game 26-14. Not a lot of fireworks in this game, but it was a good game because of the New Year's Six Bowl. 2 top teams in the league and conferences. Jake Fromm went 20 for 30 passing the ball, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns with no interceptions. That is a very efficient game. And I think Baylor definitely should have ran the ball more. Georgia ran the ball 12 more times than Baylor did. And they got 130 yards compared to Baylor's 61 yards. They both ran in for a touchdown on the ground. And that is it. Georgia got the win 26-14, ending off the season right with a win over Baylor. And that is it for Sports Broadcasting. Thank you for watching.